Thanks for watching Living on the Cheap and Trying to Figure It Out. Today we're going to talk about 30 things you didn't know me. This is a tag, so I've been tagged by A Decade to Freedom. Go watch their channel, I'll link it down below. Watch till the end and you'll see who I tag next. So today we're going to talk about 30 things you did not know about me. I wrote a list because it's a lot to remember. Well, I'm sure I know 30 things about myself, but I wanted to say these things. Number 1, I have cystic fibrosis. I don't know if you've seen it in any of the other videos before, but I mentioned it once or twice. I don't want my channel to be all about cystic fibrosis. I want it to be about me. So we don't really go into a lot of detail. Number 2, because I have cystic fibrosis, I actually take a whole ton of medication. How many you say? Well, for instance, for breakfast, I take about 9 pills, and for dinner, I take about 15. That's just an example of how much medications I take. Not including any of the nebulizers I take, puffers, or nighttime medications. Number 3, again back to the CF stuff, I go in the hospital quite often. How often you say? At least once a year. Now, for a lot of people that's a lot, but for me that's actually really infrequent. I used to go when I was in high school every 3 months. So a hospital stay is about 2 weeks long. It adds up quite a lot. So once a year is fine by me, quite honestly. Number 4, I'm a stay-at-home mom. I have been since 1998. Number 5, I hate cleaning house. That's why if you noticed, I said stay-at-home mom, not a homemaker. Because I don't clean the house. Well, not often. Don't like it. Number 6, I married my high school sweetheart. We didn't go to the same high school, but we started dating when I was 16. No, 15. Sorry, I was 15. Can't even remember. Jeez, it's been so long. Number 7, my parents are immigrants. Both my parents are born and raised in Portugal in the Azores Islands. I'm first generation Canadian. I was born here in Canada. I do speak fluent Portuguese. Number 8, I love to read. So that's why you'll see a bunch of book, not auditions, I went blank. You'll see a lot of book reviews. That's it. So it's because I really do enjoy reading. Currently, I have 3 books from the library that I need to finish quickly because they all have the same due date. I don't know why I do that to myself. Number 9, I love to sew. I really, really do love to sew. Number 10, we have people over every weekend. I also love to party. When I say party, it's not like a huge party, but it can be huge. Some weekends have been. But every weekend we have people over, sometimes for dinner, sometimes not, but always for snacks and drinks and gathering together and relaxing. Number 11, I love board games. So sometimes when we have people over, we actually play board games. Yes, we do. I am that kind of a geek. I think last time I counted, and I haven't counted in over a few months, since before Christmas was the last time I counted, we had 60 board games. No wonder I'm broke. Oh. Number 12. I have never ever been to Portugal, which you would think is odd since my parents are from Portugal, but I guess they couldn't afford it when I was young, and then I got married and got on my own and just never been back. I plan on going back one day, but not yet. 13. I've been to California so many times because I live on the west coast of Canada. It is very easy to get to California. In fact, to get to around San Francisco area, it is only a 16-hour drive. Not bad if you ask me. And yes, I have done it all in one go, but I prefer to stay overnight in a hotel outside of Northern California, still in the Oregon state. It just breaks it up and makes it a little easier to handle. Empty camping. Oh, I enjoy, I can read my own writing. I enjoy camping in a tent or trailer. We do have a tent. It is an 8-man tent, and the reason I got it so huge is so that we can fit all our belongings inside. Our clothing, our backpacks, all that kind of stuff. We do have a tiny trailer, and I'm hoping to sell it this spring. Got to do that this week, is put a for sale sign on it. It's a 1968 trailer with, it does have water hookups, but only for cold water. There is no hot water, so there's no furnace. Because there's no furnace, there's no heat, there's no hot water tank, there is no toilet. So it's very basic, rustic, but it's got beds, which is kind of nicer than being on the floor sometimes. My favorite color is blue. I think I'm wearing purple today, but it is blue. Ask my children. I'm on number 16. Sorry, I stopped saying the numbers for a while there. I have terrible writing. Can you tell? Because a few times I couldn't read my own writing. Number 17. I only started to wear glasses 2 years ago. Yep, glasses. I actually have, what's it called? I don't know. I'm losing my eye vision. What else? You know, just add on another thing on there. Number 18. I have a diploma in fashion technology and fashion design and technology. That goes back to why I love sewing. I loved sewing before. That's why I took the fashion design and technology course. I actually have a diploma in this, but I do have 4 years of schooling because I took 2 years of that and 2 years of fashion marketing. Nowadays, the school I went to back then was a college. Now it's a university, and they actually combine the two programs to make a 4-year degree. They have offered to give me a degree if I went back for 2 courses. I am not going back to school for 2 courses. It's not worth my time. Especially now that I'm a stay-at-home mom and I'm not even working. Number 19. I like to color my hair for fun. Again, probably rating my own rating. I do. If you look closely, there's some weird lighter colors down here. I actually colored the back of my head all blonde so that I could do a deep, deep red. And that was really cool. And then when the red washed out, because the funky colors don't last very long, I actually went hot pink. And then from hot pink, I eventually went to brown. And it eventually washed away. Still have a bit of the blonde left, but not much. We have 2 cars and 1 business car, meaning we actually have 1 family car, 1 recreational car, which the engine isn't really in good shape, so we don't really drive it. It's actually parked with parking insurance. And then my husband, for his work, has a business vehicle that his work pays for. So he doesn't need our family car, which is kind of nice, but we have the 1 vehicle. So technically we're a 1 vehicle family, but really on paper we're a 2, almost 3 car family. We have 3 cats, which I know for a fact if you watched any of my videos, you've seen them. Lots of times my camera shakes because I use the cat scratcher to put my camera up on, and that's the only time they seem to scratch the stupid cat scratcher, is when I'm making videos. I walk weekly, about 8 to 10 kilometers at one go. Yes, every Saturday I go for morning walks and I will walk 8+ kilometers. 23. I used to run approximately 3 kilometers every time I went out, and it'd be about 3 times a week. But I hurt my foot last month, so I have to start it up again. I'm hoping to start it up next month. I was actually hoping to start this week, but things are not going so well. 24. I love crafts, any kind of crafts. If it's called a craft, I've probably done it. I've done card making, scrapbooking, paper quilling, painting, painting on dishes. What else can I think of? Oh, I did soap making. That's all I can think of right now. But I've done a lot of crafts. I really do enjoy crafting. 25. I only have red in swimming lessons. When I was a child, again, back to having immigrant parents who don't have a ton of money, which really, I should have learned their ways. Did I? No. But because they didn't have a ton of extra money, I begged and begged and begged to do swim lessons, and I was able to do 3 sets. And back then it was in colors. So it was yellow, orange, red, and I completed the red but never went back. Later, many years later, I believe that was in elementary school, probably in grade 2 or 3. In grade 9 or 10, I can't remember exactly, we actually for gym class had to go to the swim center and do 2 weeks of swimming, and then we would get a report card. Well, I did the swim test to see what level I would be at, and she said I was white, and in those days white was the highest level before life-saving. It would be the very last level of swimming lessons. I did my 1 week swim with the school, no problem, but I ended up going into the hospital for the 2nd week, so I was unable to pass and get my report card. I did call the swim center, and for me to finish it I would have to actually take proper swimming lessons for 3 months, twice a week, to finish it, and then I would get the report card that says I had a white. So I decided, forget it, and I never went back for lessons. I did go for swimming, just not lessons. Number 26. I love to vegetable garden. This is really funny. My husband thinks it's such a riot. For the life of me, I cannot grow plants. Flowers, nope, they all die. I don't know why. But give me vegetables, man, I have a green thumb because I get great tomatoes, I get great basil, carrots, kale, lettuce, strawberries, I don't know what else, hot peppers, things like that. I can grow like nobody's business. But give me a pot of flowers, for some reason, I don't know if it's my soil or where I put it, or I have no understanding of where it should be, I kill it. It happens every time. So everything we have in our yard is actually green. Nothing actually flowers, which is really, really sad. We have one. My husband planted it. I do not touch it. I don't go anywhere near it. It is, what's it called? Something heart, dragging heart? Bleeding hearts. And it's doing really well. It's beautiful. It's already bloomed flowers and everything right now. But if I touch it, I'm sure I'll kill it. So I don't go anywhere near flowers. Oh, we have a giant, saying that, but the flowers, we do have a giant magnolia. And I haven't killed it, probably because it is so giant. The girth of the trunk is like taking 4 of my waists, putting it together, and that would be the girth of our magnolia tree. It's huge. It's as tall as our house, and it covers the whole entire backyard. But I don't really have to do anything to take care of it except rake it up when it all drops. And it drops quite often. Because first you lose the flowers, then you get these, the part that holds the flowers, these little hard things, that falls off, and then you get the greens. So come fall, all the green leaves and not flowers, but all the green leaves and green parts fall, and you have to sweep that up again. And because it is so large, we actually take about 2 weeks to get all the petals cleaned up, because it doesn't fall all in one day. Why would it fall all in one day? No. 28. I'm almost there. I used to sell Avon. I loved selling Avon, except that I got really sick. It is hard work, and you can make some money off it, and you get all the great tax benefits from having a home business. But the problem is, I got very sick from it, and I ended up in hospital, so it wasn't really worth for me to keep selling, so I don't. 29. I used to get pens. What the heck? I used to get perms. Ah! Told you I couldn't read my own writing. Yes, back in the 90s, I would pay a ton of money to perm my hair. You will laugh, but all this in the front would stay straight as you see now, and everything else would be permed. It looked horrible. After 2 days, that's what would happen. Sometimes some of the back, the parts near my scalp would go straight, but the looser parts down here would all be permy, and it was really weird. I remember one time in particular, I paid $200 for a perm. I had quite long hair back then, and I ended up going back 3 days later to get my bangs fixed, and then I had to go back a week after that to get the rest of my hair fixed. So they actually permed my hair 3 times within about 2 weeks or so, maybe a week, and it still did not take. And so I decided that's it, I better not, because I'm starting to lose my hair, and I decided since then never to perm my hair again. Number 30, last but not least, I have been married 21 years this summer. So I may look young, but I'm an old hag. I've been married for a very long time. So those are my 30 things you may not know about me. I am tagging 2 people in the internet world or YouTube world, and I hope they see this. I will try to do something so that they can. I'm going to tag Prudent Joy and Emily May Speaks. Watch their channels. You'll love them as much as I do. Talk to you soon. Don't forget, you could subscribe by looking at my little saving piggy bank here. Also, I'm going to link up a couple more videos, I think over here, anywhere in this page, and link on those, and maybe I'll have a playlist for you as well. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Tell your friends about me. Talk to you soon.